Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nariswari Hasna Sarwahita with NPM 22068294446 from University of Indonesia, Faculty of Engineering and Mechanical Department. And in this video, I will review about final exams fluid mechanics that held last week in class. So the first thing this is there is a overview about the E5 concept in fluid mechanics. The first one is consciousness, and then intention, and then initial thinking, idealization, and then instruction. So in this video, I will explain about some problem in fluid mechanics and how to solve with the E5 concept. Okay, the problem one, an airflow rate of up to 1 meter per cubic per second. Standard condition is expected in a 0.25 meter diameter duct. And orifice meter is used to measure the rate of flow. The manometer available to make the measurement has a maximum range of 3000 sorry, 300 millimeter of water. Determine the diameter of the orifice plate that should be used with D and D per 2 pressure taps. Determine the head loss if the flow area at the vena contract is 0.65 of the orifice diameter. So the first step is consciousness. And this step, conscious means if we do something, we have to fully realize and know what we do and how to solve the problem is. This step is the first step before we going to another step. This is the first thing that we should do to solve problem with systematic method. And the next step is intention. Another step that we must do it is intention, because with intention anything can do much better because we do intention. And in this problem we have to intention to find head flow. So the next is initial thinking. There is initial thinking in first problem that airflow rate 1 meter cubic per second, and then standard condition is 0.25 meters, and then manometer is used to make a maximum range, and then the last is maximum range is 300 millimeters. And this step that I have been told before, we can call it initial thinking. Why initial thinking? Because at the E5 concept, after the conscious and intention, we can next to this next step in initial thinking. In this step, we can find the information that mentioned by the problem. We can use the information to solve that problem, because we will use the information to count and solve the problem. So the next step is idealization. Uh, in in the before this step, uh, we do inner thinking to find some information. And then the next step is idealization. We can skip or pass this step because it's very important thing. We can also use uh, and there are some assumption. The first, the airflow is steady, and two, air can be treated as an incompressible fluid. And from some information that we get, uh, we can count the orifice is given by equation 8.57. And I will explain at bahasa. M sama dengan CEI akar 2 pi dalam kurung pi 1 min pi 2 and per 1 min beta kuadrat 4. And from this we can get dalam kurung pi min pi 2 sama dengan 1 min beta kuadrat 4 kuadrat per 2 pi dikalikan M per C0 A1 kuadrat sama dengan Pi dalam kurung 1 min B4 kuadrat per 2 dalam kurung Q per CO A1 kuadrat. And then we can also find some idealization that is find height of water. H sama dengan dalam kurung P2 min P1 per gravitasi dari water, P water, raw water maaf. And then the last step is instruction. In instruction, we can count with some information that we get in step before. After that, we can do instruction step to find an answer from the problem. So, I will explain it bahasa. P1 min P2 sama dengan rho dikalikan 1 min beta 4 kuadrat per 2 and then dikalikan Q per CA A1 kuadrat. And then we can count 1,23 kg per meter dikalikan 1 minus 0,7 kuadrat 4 dibagi 2 dikalikan A dikali 1 meter kuadrat per second dibagi 0,625 and then dikalikan 0,75 kuadrat meter kuadrat. And then the answer is 2070 PD. And then some we can find height of water with this formula. H sama dengan P2 min P1 dikalikan gravitasi raw water. So we can count 2070 PA dibagi 9,81 dikalikan 998 kilogram per meter kuadrat. And then we found out 0,211 meter sama dengan 211 meter milimeter. And then P3 min P2 sama dengan V2 min V1 PQ per A1. And then we can count this and then we find some answer 0,44. After that, we can solve a problem because we have some instruction steps. And then the problem 2. Spray heads in an agricultural spraying system are to be supplied with water through 500 feet of drawn aluminum tubing from an engine-driven pump. In its most efficient operating range, the pump output is 1050 GPM at a discharge pressure not exceeding 65 pseg. For satisfactory operation, the sprinkles must operate at 30 psig or higher pressure. Minor losses at elevation change may be neglected. Determine the smallest standard pipe size that can be used. So the first step we can do consciousness and then intention, like the diagram that I made. The first step we can do in is consciousness and intention. In this problem, we have to conscious and intention to find or solve a problem, and intention that we have to understanding the problem. From that, we can next to the other step, that is initial thinking. So from this step, we can find some information from this step to find a solution from this problem. In this problem, we can get some information that when supplied with water 500 feet and pump output 1050 kpm and sprinkles is 30 psig. And from some information that we have, we can find some solution with formula. Idealization. From some information, we can find the solution with formula we can get from initial thinking. I will explain it in bahasa. P1 per P0 plus alpha 1 V1 kuadrat per 2 plus GZ1 dikalikan rho 2 min rho plus alpha 2 and then V2 kuadrat per 2 plus GZ2 sama dengan H. HIS sama dengan H1 plus HIM min L per P V kuadrat 2 per 2. And then we can find delta P sama dengan rho 1 min rho 2 sama dengan F L per P V kuadrat V2 kuadrat per 2. Jam tubing sama dengan 5 dikali 10 min 6 kuadrat. And then we can do instruction. We can also find delta P, and then we can account with the information that we get in step before. And then we can know delta P 56,4 lbf per ln kuadrat. Okay, so the problem 3. A dragster weighing 1060 1,600 lbf attains a speed of 270 mph in the quarter mile. Immediately after passing through the timing light, the driver opened the track of area A sama dengan 25 feet kuadrat. And rolling resistance of the car may be neglected. Find the time required for the machine to decelerate to 100 mph in standard air. So the first step we can do is consciousness and intention. In this step, we always to focus at something we found the problem about and realize what the problem we need to solve. And then initial thinking. We can also find some information. First, tracks are weighting 1,600, and then speed 270, and then A is 25 feet quadrat. And then we can do idealization. From that information, we can find some solution to get an answer from information. F0 sama dengan MA sama dengan M divided per dt, and then we can find CD sama dengan FD per setengah rho V kuadrat A, then FD sama dengan setengah CD rho V kuadrat A. Newton's second law, and with this Newton's second law, we can find T sama dengan F0 min FV per FV F0, and then 2 cm and per C0 rho A sama dengan V0 min VF, and then VF V0 2 and 2 wave per C0 rho AG. And then we can do some instruction to count with formula and information that we get in step before. And then we can find RE 5,27 dikali 10 pangkat 6. Okay, we into the next problem 4. The first thing we can do is consciousness and intention. We have to conscious and then intention to find a solution about these problems. Some information is added at the picture. The picture it is wave moving at speed c, fluid moving at speed delta v, fluid at rest, control volume, wave at rest, fluid moving at speed, fluid moving at speed c. And then we can go to the next step in self thinking. We can find some formula because some information. One, the steady flow, incompressible flow, and then frictionless flow. And then we can find idealization and instruction. We can find delta V with C delta Y per Y plus delta Y. And then we can find C kuadrat GY dikalikan 1 plus delta Y per 2Y, and then dikalikan 1 plus delta Y per Y. Okay, the last problem is problem 5. Airflow is entropically through a converging nozzle. At a section where the nozzle area is 0,013 feet quadrat. The local pressure, temperature, and mass number are 60 psia and 40 Celsius Fahrenheit, and then 0.552 respectively. The back pressure is 30 psia, and the Mach number and the throat, the mass flow rate, and the throat area are to be determined. And it's given airflow through a converging nozzle at the condition zone. M1 sampai dengan 0,52, T1 sampai dengan 40 eh, Fahrenheit, and then P1 sampai 60, and then S1 0,013. And then the first step, consciousness and intention. At the first step, we can conscious to solve a problem, and we can intention before we solve this problem. And then initial thinking, it's informed by the picture. This we can find initial thinking M1, T1, P1, and A1, and find out MT, M, and AT with the some information that we can get from the problem. So the next step is idealization and instruction. We can find PO with P1 dalam kurung T dikali T ditambah K kali 1/2 M1 kuadrat, and then with 60 PSI we can find 72,2 PSI, and then we can count V1 with M1 C1, and then we can find 80. Maybe the video is done. If I made a mistake, I'm sorry. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.